I remember getting OG Star Wars Battlefront 2 from Kmart. What a day. I remember getting remember before what was it? GameStop turned, it was EB Games, and then before that it was Electronic Boutique. I remember buying a lot of PC games from Electronics Boutique in the mall. Radio Shack going away was sad. Yeah, it was pretty sad. Sears. I mean, dude, the mall here, just everything's gone. Everything's gone. It's bad. They were like pugs, stout, tough, sometimes made funny noises. Yeah. Acer was the worst computer I ever had. I'm trying to think of the worst computer I ever had. We had a Packard Bell 386 that was a fucking workhorse. Then I had the E-Machines computer. I had an HP laptop for a long time that wasn't that. It was one of those, like, it wasn't great, but it wasn't like the worst thing you could have. Luckily, working at Best Buy, I had a lot of people steer me in the proper direction and tell me if it was a piece of shit or not, you know? Electronics Boutique, everyone. Malls anymore are just walking tracks for old people and free opportunity for seen kids of society to come out like roaches from under the fridge. Dude, there's not even seen kids at our thing. It's just a sad dude, this mall is a sad collection of shit. What used to be huge, BR huge crazy mall is seriously post-apocalyptic, like dark, scary, spray painted, broken glass. Yeah, it's not well lit. It's not a well lit place. KB Toys used to be downstairs below Electronics Boutique. Used to have a Walden Books, a Joe Muggs Coffee. The one thing that's still fucking there, two things. Lids, the hat store Lids is still there, and fucking Spencer Gifts. Same places. Never moved. Foot Locker made it. I remember Sam Goody. I mean, dude, flipping through the CDs at Sam Goody and fucking, what was the other one? It was what FYE turned into. Camelot Music. Camelot Music became FYE. For your entertainment. Orange Julius. Spencer's will always exist as long as window lickers need shitty gifts to get other window lickers. Spencer Gifts is basically a sex toy shop that sells t-shirts. Yeah, and no sex toys. And that same fucking feather boa and leprechaun hat are still where they've always been. You know the one. You know the fucking one. I still remember looking at the anime section of Sam Goody /FYE, and the idiot fucks working there always told us to stop looking at the porn section since it was right nearby. We used to have a National Record Mart, and it was my favorite. Camelot Music was exactly what you thought it was. Let's see. It looks like every fucking music store from every movie in the 80s, 90s. The sex toys at Spencer's are the customers because they're dildos. You do know that one. National Record Mart sounds like the name of a company that tried to overthrow Empire Records. You also had Media Play. Remember Media Play? Media Play. They always have those fucking weird jingles. And then Best Buy bought them out and shut them all down. Oh yeah, Spencer's with its two sections of posters. The first one being bands, movies, and second being either Playboy posters or blacklight posters. Weed posters, man. We had a Circuit City, just down the street from Best Buy, and it was in a terrible location because it was a little bit too far past everything, and nestled in between a bank and a fucking convenience store. Y'all knew those fucking. You still see it happen with some fast food places or some restaurants where they will be just past all the main stuff. Like they fucking got in late on the fucking property deals and the real estate, and all of a sudden they're just kind of like a quarter mile away from all the main shit, so they never get any fucking traffic. That's what happened to Circuit City in this town. Everybody hit the mall and Best Buy, and then another half a mile down the road, quarter mile down the road is Circuit City, and everyone's like, why the fuck would I go down there? Why the fuck would I do this to myself? Gadzooks. I remember Gadzooks. That's where you get your... That was the original place That was the original place to get the fucking graphic t-shirts. Your graphic tees was an entire business. Gadzooks was basically a beach airbrush t-shirt shop, but in a mall where there was no beach, right? No airbrushing, but like they definitely had all those smart ass shirts that were basically the same shit you'd find on all the keychains. All the keychains at Spencer Gifts. You know? They need to convert malls into housing shelters. While I agree with you, I don't think that they will. I don't think that they will let money go like that. They just won't do it. You know that the malls, especially ones that were built in the 80s, the late 70s, and they had that big pop through the 80s and 90s. The reason why they're so run down and shit is because they have fucking paid for themselves in their location, like the property, the building. Other than the upkeep, they have paid for themselves like 10,000 fold. So there's literally, they have no reason to bend or sell or anything. Trust me, I looked into buying like a building. When I was thinking about doing a brewery, they have an outdoor movie theater, and I was thinking about that had been shut down for a long time, and I was like, well, maybe they want to sell it or maybe they want to rent it out. They were still wanting astronomical prices for it, and the market just wasn't there for it. But they have paid off that stuff so long ago that they basically, if I can't play with it, nobody will, is what they're going at. So now they've got a place where Sears used to be that's empty. A place where JCPenney used to be that's empty. A place where Macy's used to be that's empty. And you remember how big those fucking stores were? You remember how big those stores were? They were gigantic. They were their own fucking thing, right? They were like a fourth of the mall sometimes. The only one that's still there is Belk. And who the fuck goes to Belk? Nobody. Nobody goes to Belk. Like, it's so weird and shady there that they close at like 7:30. Look at this place, dude. This used to be, this reminds me of Gwinnett Place Mall. Gwinnett Place Mall used to be the biggest fucking deal in Georgia, right? For the longest time, that was the fucking hot shit mall to go to. And, they had a Nintendo store. They had all this stuff, and it was just so awesome. Actually, Gwinnett Place Mall is where they did the second season of Stranger Things, the mall they did Stranger Things in. Look at this shit. And you know what's fucking crazy is they'll just sit on this until malls come back into fashion and people want to go to them again. And then they'll rake in the dough all over again. They'll just fix what's broken and they'll rake in the dough again. That's all they're doing. They'll never let go of these places. They'll never let go of these places. What the fuck even is a Belk? It's basically JCPenney or Macy's. Same shit. They won't do anything because they're assholes, yeah. They turn them into movie studios. Yeah. Gwinnett Place for Stranger Things. Yeah. Yeah. Malls will come back. Malls will come back, and then we'll have the same fucking problem. This will be like 10, 20 years down the road. We'll have the same problem with all the outdoor pavilion shopping that you see now. JCPenney. And just, J-Pod, you probably have memories of this place being like shoulder to shoulder, fucking packed on a weekend. This was the place to fucking be circa 1989. 1989? You weren't shit if you weren't in this fucking mall. Used to go to that mall as a kid. Yeah, I bet it was the fucking shit too. It was probably awesome. Later than that, the 90s, you think? 99? I mean, I was hanging out in our mall. I was a mall rat. 7th, 8th, 9th grade. I was like a big mall rat for a long time. Every weekend, we just got dropped off and hung out at the fucking mall. Place was packed. What's up, Feather? Talking about malls. Talking about the death of the mall. Do not play in fountain. Remember going to the mall and throwing coins in the fountain? The sad part is some of these malls have existed up until way too recently and then just shit the bed hard. Dude, ours is in the process of shitting the bed pretty hard, but they have made so much money that they don't care. They don't care. But there's like no traffic and they close so early. It's just fucking weird, man. But not for mall rats. People actually shop there. It was like I know what you mean. Yeah, it was a lot of people shot. Like I remember our mall being packed. I remember the Mall of Georgia being packed. I remember like all the stuff when like the mall was everything, dude. No lie. Around the holidays, you had to pack in an extra hour to get around the mall if you needed to get in the mall. All those parking spaces were filled all the way to the back, full of normal stores when you were in college. It's true. I wonder if that Pepsi's still is any good still. My mall got destroyed by a tornado. Oof. I'll go play in the fountain now. Who's going to stop me? Probably all the fucking hypodermic needles and glass. That'll probably stop you. We have 3 around me about to become the same thing you're looking at. Never quite as popular, but now they're scary as hell. Yeah, I don't feel comfortable. I mean, we went to our mall not too long ago. You don't want to go when it's not daylight hours. I think that's why they close early now. It's really unsettling to be in the mall anymore. It's really unsettling to be in the mall. Mall of Georgia is still packed, but the stores are starting to go downhill. More Sugarloaf Mill type stores. Yeah. Sugarloaf Mill. It's like Sugarloaf Mill is like an upscale flea market. Of course, you have some malls nowadays that renovated the fuck out of the lot and have all sorts of pinky out shit going on. That's what you got to do. Like how, and I'm sure Poteet could back me up on this. J-Pod could back me up on this. I've even talked to friends of mine in the craft beer industry. How they haven't put like beer gardens in these fucking malls. Like, why wouldn't you just rent out a small tasting room? If you are a brewery, like how do you not just set up a small tap room or go in with a bunch of others and set up like take over the food court or some shit? That would be the shit. That's what you do. You bring the shit that people want to do there, and it will fucking work. Even on a Saturday at 3 p.m., our malls are scarier than any other place here. Yeah, the mall is fucking crazy. Like you feel like people are going to follow you out to your car. Absolutely. If you weren't going to bring the mall back, there's so much opportunity with that kind of layout. It could be centralized bar crawl. You could, dude, imagine, put a sleep it off motel. Like imagine like the awesome nightlife you could set up in a fucking mall. Just maybe convert all this shit into like eateries and fucking places to drink and try things out. Be kind of cool, man. That would work so well in the Mall of Georgia, but I'm sure Simon Malls has some rule against alcohol sales. I bet. Well, but don't they have like a Ruby Tuesdays? Like they've got some fucking pretty big restaurants attached that sell alcohol. But like, yeah, you what you need to do is open it up so people can what's the word? Open carry. Open carry. That's fucking guns. Don't do that at a mall, please. God damn. California much? Open container. The only mall that is even okay here is the one in the rich area that has like 20 stores, all like Michael Kors and shit, and department store. No department stores, no books, no music, no movies, no arcades, no food court. Only high-end, specialty women's accessories. That's kind of like Mall of Georgia, J-Pod. Kind of like Mall of Georgia is like that, but it's got more shit than just like, you know, high-end stores. It's got actual stores, but it's changing. They have a big food court. Dude, they had the best food court for the longest time. Imagine this mall, but like 24 local places, and you could put in a napping spot, and the place used to be the JCPenney or something. I mean, if airports had that, yeah. I mean, it'd be a tough sell, right? It'd be hard to kind of get everyone bought in at this point because the fucking reputation of the American mall is kind of fucked. But I think it could work back up to something like that. Never been, but I thought the place was huge and had everything. Gatlinburg had an outside strip mall style with bars everywhere. You could taste test certain alcohol. Give people shit to do, man. The Mall of America. Who's been there? I've never been. Century 3 Mall. Smoke grass, eat ass is written on this the side of this escalator. Dude, the mirrors on the side of the escalator screams late 80s through the 90s. Screams it. Fucking wet seal. Our high end is at Lenox, which also happens to be where people get murdered. Yeah. Because all the new money goes there. All the stupid people with money go there. And they fucking get in arguments and start shooting each other. Remember when I almost got fired from the radio station for talking shit about our local mall? I wasn't even being paid by the radio station. I was volunteering. But they gave me a morning show and I talked shit about the mall. I actually didn't talk shit about the mall. I was actually defending the mall. Broadcasting live from the Century 3 Mall. It's Lopez Radio, everyone. Storage units are super popular still. Malls are dead all over, and there are plenty of them to convert. Storage units are also fucking shady as shit as well. You ever been in a storage unit late at night, or even just during the fucking day, and there's no one else around? That's like Murder City. And I honestly think around some parts of town, I'm pretty sure people just live in them. As you can see behind us, you can smoke grass and eat ass. Having to need use of a storage unit is motivation enough for me not to be a hoarder. Yeah, no thanks. I'll just get rid of shit. I'll just throw shit away. As you can see behind us, it smells like pee. You heard me. You can hear how much it smells like pee. You can hear how much it smells like piss. Indoor access security can get climate control. Yeah. I loaded up a trailer to storage unit during the night that was quite something. Dude, storage units are fucking creepy. They're really fucking scary, though. Look at this fucking place. Dude, what do you do if you're in here taking pictures and there's like a fucking group of fucking wild assholes just comes around the corner? Dawn of the Dead style. This kind of makes me want to watch Dawn of the Dead. Would absolutely carry a strip of rebar walking around that place. No fucking shit, man. They're setting up for Running Man in there. No, fuck, man. That's what happens, man. People just don't give a fuck. Look, this guy's down here probably fucking doing some graffiti. Look how fucking big this place is. Is that 4 levels? 1, 2, 3. There's 4 fucking levels to this place. Dawn was actually Monroeville Mall, the other mall of my childhood. Oh, Dawn of the Dead. I was like, Don Murphy. I knew someone named Don Murphy. A pants on hobo shit. You keep the 380 with you when you're doing that? No shit. Makes me want to play Dead Rising. AF and Hollister, wet seal. Fucking Express. Express is one of those like fucking, sorry, if you had a donut today, you're not getting into anything we got. Come back when you've starved yourself for a couple of weeks. Express Men used to be called Structure. Remember Structure? Structure. Remember that was like, you were like king shit. I remember I bought a couple of things from Structure. But like you had to fucking save up. Structure was nice. It was good shirts. 2 stores still stand after the tornado hit my mall. Where XXL, yes, you had to buy it was like all European sizes. Fuck it. Fuck sizes in Europe, by the way. You know, Sean, aka Bear Down MU, right? He went to Ireland and went to the Guinness brewery, like the main Guinness brewery, and bought me a hoodie Size extra large. That shit is like a schmedium. An extra large European hoodie is like a schmedium. Just shows how fat we are. Yeah, pretty much. Like a Sheets size. Yeah, Sheets could comfortably wear this hoodie. It might be tight. It might actually be tight on him. I dated a girl that worked at a PacSun. She was a skater girl. Said see you later girl. Oddly enough, Midwest, I feel like we've lived each other's lives. Because the chick I dated was a huge Avril Lavigne fan. Just fucking giant. The crazy chicks worked at PacSun. Just saying. Just saying. And I mean crazy in a good way when you're in fucking high school and early college. They're not the kind of people you marry. She was definitely nuts, but it was fun. Yeah, you don't marry them. Date at PacSun, but only for fun. That's right. That's fucking right.